Hey everyone, welcome to my new movie collections update video for the month of June. I hope you are enjoying your summer, watching lots of films, going out, doing stuff. And yeah guys, thanks for joining me. I'm enjoying my summer so far, although I might be just trying to catch up on some of the films that I haven't gotten a chance to watch to yet anyway. So again, I'm back here with a new video, another nice small little selection of films and stuff that I've seen recently that I want to share with you guys, alright? So as always, like the video, leave me comments guys, subscribe, share it around, alright? So the first film that I had to show you is Nicolas Cage in the movie Joe. And the basic premise of this film is that Nicolas Cage plays this character who has a team of workers that go into the forest and they cut down trees, or they prepare trees that are eventually going to be cut down and destroyed for deforestation purposes to make room for other projects that will be moved in. And the story centers around him meeting this young boy who has an abusive, drunk, alcoholic father, and trying to see how he can help the boy, try to, grow up away from that type of life of, the abusive father. And there's a lot of things that happen in this film that's very interesting. And this is the first time that I think I've seen Nicolas Cage play a role like this, which is very unique. And I really did enjoy how he did play this role. So definitely, I would say, pick up Joe if you haven't done so already. It's really a great film. It's a lot of, it's very rare that I've seen Nicolas Cage do a lot of dramatic roles. So, but this was actually an exception. It's really good. So I definitely say, pick it up, check it out, and watch it, guys. The next film that I have to show you is The Grand Budapest Hotel with Ralph Fiennes, Adrian Brody, Willem Dafoe. There's a bunch of different actors in here that make up the cast for this entire film. And I saw this movie in theaters and I did like it, so of course I was going to pick it up. And the premise of this film basically is Ralph Fiennes. He is the I believe he's not the owner, but the I guess like the senior most person that works at the hotel. And there's another character that he meets that he tries to take him under his wing. And there's a bunch of other stuff that happens in here regarding a painting that is stolen by Ralph Fiennes' character. So there's a lot of other stuff in here. I don't remember all the single bits and pieces that make up the plot for this entire film. But overall, like I have to say, I did enjoy it a lot. Watching it again here on Blu-ray was really, a lot of fun. There are a lot of comedic moments in this film. Much like, because it's from Wes Anderson, so I've seen his other movie before called Moonrise Kingdom, and I really did like that movie a lot, so this one was actually no exception either. I say this was even a little bit better than Moonrise Kingdom. I enjoyed this one a lot more. So definitely, if you haven't checked this out, check out Moonrise Kingdom. The next film that I have to show you is Tom Cruise in The Last Samurai. Now, of course, this is an old film. I've seen it several times already, but I remember one time I saw it on cable, and I told myself that, I really need to pick up this movie to have it to my collection, so lo and behold, there it is. It was on sale at Best Buy, so I wasn't going to let that one pass up. So, basic premise, Tom Cruise plays a general within the United States Army. He gets sent to Japan to train the Japanese soldiers to go up against the rebel forces that represent the old Japanese samurai clans. And he gets captured by the clans, he gets taken prisoner by the clans, and he kind of lives with them for several months, and he kind of becomes aware of their customs. He gets immersed into their customs. He starts speaking to their leader, who is played by Ken Watanabe, and he begins to change his whole perception and point of view towards the Japanese people, especially those of the samurai background, because he stays with them for so long that he begins to develop and follow their customs, and then eventually he ends up, working with the Japanese samurai tribe to go up against the other armies that make up the entire whole plot of this film. Sorry guys if I'm rambling. I'm kind of like just trying to get through most of these. There's something else I have to do later today, so I might be a little rushing to try to get this video done. But all of you, I'm sure most of you have kind of seen already The Last Samurai, so you know what it's about. But it's a great film, so I definitely needed to add it to my collection. The next film that I had to show you, of course, because I love the first one so much. So when I heard that the second was coming out, it was a lot of hype, a lot of buzz about this film. So I finally got it on Blu-ray, and it is The Raid 2. Now, the one obvious difference between this film and the last one is the duration of this film. The first film, I believe, was only about an hour and a half, hour and 40 minutes tops. This movie is almost 2.5 hours long, which is like, wow! I couldn't believe that this movie, turned out to be that long. But honestly, it doesn't even feel like it's 2.5 hours because it just really goes on. I mean, there's a very intricate plot that kind of takes, it picks up kind of where the last film takes off or left off. But there's a whole other, angle with this film in terms of the Japanese mafia, the Chinese mafia, as well as the Indonesian mafias you know, all of them, all the leaders. There's like a whole huge, you know, plot behind the story behind this film. And, you know, of course, our main character is pretty much stuck in the middle of all of this. And again, the action sequences are amazing. You know, the storyline behind how everything kind of, you know, works together and how it breaks down is really amazing. It's really good. If you guys are aware of the Yakuza games that came out for the PS2 and PS3, it feels like this is the live action version of a Yakuza game. To be quite honest, that's what it feels like. But again, the action sequences are amazing. You know, this guy, the choreography is just top notch. It's just something that, you know, for those of you that are interested in fight movies, would definitely want to check out. So, you know, definitely check out the Raid 2 if you haven't done so already. And if you have, it's definitely worth another check out, or third or fourth. You know, because it's really a lot of fun. I really did like it. The next thing that I have to show you, of course, you know, is part of my anime collection, and I have to pick this up carefully because it's got part of the slip cover slips off, but. I picked up the second season, or the second set of Ranma 1/2, the TV series. And again, just like the first one, guys, I really love Ranma 1/2 a lot. You know, there's a lot of stuff that happens, a whole bunch of new characters that are introduced in this second set of 23 episodes. You know, really a lot of fun. If you guys love anime, and especially if you like the old classics, if you love the old classics like Ranma 1/2, I definitely say pick this up. This is definitely worth having in your collection, you know. I remember, just like I said before, I might have said this before in the previous video when I reviewed the first half of this, is that, you know, I really did like Ranma. I only watched, you know, a few episodes here and there, read the manga here and there as well. But now that I'm actually watching all the TV episodes here, you know, I'm really enjoying it a lot more. And it's just reminding me of just how I, you know, was growing up watching anime. So definitely, guys, if you like anime and you're collectors and you like classics, definitely pick up Ranma 1/2. You won't regret it. It's a lot of fun. And the last film that I have to show you is Scarlett Johansson in Under the Skin. Now, I have to say, I didn't know what to expect from this film. I remember reading the premise for it, and I know that she plays like an alien that kind of, you know, disguises itself as a human person, especially in the image of Scarlett Johansson. And it, you know, she goes around trying to, what do you call it, persuade, you know, men that she picks up from the streets, and she takes them back to this place, which ends up really being like an alternate dimension where the victims are eventually just killed, you know, for whatever reason. It's not really explained, you know, why, you know, they're killed, you know, probably just to harvest, you know, their organs and their bodies for, you know, what they have in them. But anyway, that's maybe just a small subplot in the film, but the main plot is basically just watching, you know, Scarlett Johansson's character kind of change from being very, you know, unemotional, or not showing too much emotion, because it's kind of like it's stuck on its objective. Got to go out, hunt, capture, you know, male prey, bring them back and feed them to whatever this thing is in the alternate dimension that feeds on them, you know. And as the movie progresses, she begins to change her attitude because she experiences, or the alien experiences, certain things that kind of make it see humans in a different light. So much so that the character itself kind of begins to show human characteristics, you know, like emotion, fear, things like that. You know, so she begins to act more human-like rather than just being an alien, just trying to do these things. And, you know, it's really an amazing story. Scarlett Johansson did an amazing job playing this character, being kind of like, again, very determined to do its job, and then eventually how she changes, you know, from having this very straight face, doing its job, to changing to, you know, showing, you know, emotions like fear, laughter, joy, you know. So it's really, really interesting. You know, Scarlett Johansson, like I said, I just can't give her enough credit. She did an amazing job in this film. I really enjoyed it so much, so I'm glad I picked it up. So if you guys haven't watched it and you want to watch something interesting, which is really like an indie film, check out Under the Skin with Scarlett Johansson, because it's really a lot of fun. It's a very interesting movie. Nice premise, nice storyline to it too. All right, guys? And that's pretty much it. That's all I have for you for this, you know, month's edition of my movie collections update video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know I did watching them, so I'm probably going to pick up some more films later on in the coming weeks. So look out for that stuff too, guys. All right, so other than that, any other news? I'm going to be working on a couple of projects, you know, within the next month and a half or so. So I'm looking forward to that stuff. I'll probably bring you more up to date on those as the weeks go on. And that's pretty much it, guys. All right, so as always, like the video if you like what I had to show you and what I had to say about it. Leave me comments. All right, share my video around to other movie collectors, guys. Let them know I'm here. And as always, well, I know I said that already, but, you know, guys, stay safe, enjoy the rest of your summer, and I'll catch you next time. All right, guys?